Hi.
How's Gabriel after that knee injury?
We're still assessing him. He doesn't look bad at all. He was much better the next day, so hopefully he'll be fine.
He's had a scan, has he?
Sorry?
Has he had a scan?
He's done some tests, yes.
Do you know roughly how long you think he might
No.
be? Too soon. And Julian Timber?
Urine is fine. So obviously he was very tired. He's been out for a while, and he could not continue the game, but there is nothing, no new injury there at all.
Was that cramp, was it?
He could not continue, so we decided to make a very safe call, but he was fine.
And Ricardo Calafiori?
He will be out for a week, for a few weeks, I would say.
Still a few weeks.
Yeah.
William Saliba is back potentially after his suspension.
Yeah.
Potentially tomorrow night. Will you play him or hold him for the weekend?
I will decide that, and when I will decide, you will see the team.
What have you got to weigh up in terms of that decision?
With William,
Yeah.
the same that with the rest, that put the strongest team that we possibly can to win a game.
And Martin Odegaard as well, just update on him. Is he back on grass this week? There was a report he was...
He's been on the grass for a few weeks, but there's still a few boxes to tick. How fast we can do that last stage of the rehab is a question that we would have to answer once we have players around and he starts competing with the team, something that he hasn't done yet.
Do you think he'll be back before the international break, or are you thinking after?
Hopefully, yes, but we'll have to see that stage how it goes.
Okay, just in terms of how you treat tomorrow night, obviously busy schedule, a few injuries. How do you balance the need to keep winning and momentum against protecting those first team players?
We will try to find the right balance there. As you said, we have 4 very demanding matches now in different competitions. We want to win them all, and we have to start tomorrow to create a good momentum again, and we'll put a strong team out there.
Can I just get your reflections on Erik ten Hag's sacking yesterday?
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Well, we're sad to see one of our colleagues, losing his job. I think he's done a really good job. He's won titles there. He has changed a lot of things. He's a phenomenal coach, and it's difficult when this happens. Unfortunately, it's the exposure that we have as managers, and we are always there in the line. And especially when you look at the game and how they lost the game, it was incredible. But okay, they made that decision. Wish him all the best for his new chapter.
Ian, talk to me.
Hi, Mika. How are
Hi.
you? You mentioned managers' exposure and scrutiny. Are you in a slightly different position to everybody else? I mean, we kind of think with the support you've had from Edu and the board and the project and trusting the process, you're kind of unsackable.
No, nobody's unsackable. I think when you earn that, when this happens, you have earned something, and you have earned that back somehow. But here, we are here to win football matches. Never forget that.
But you have been here 5 years already. Now, I mean, in the great scheme of things, Premier League football managers, that is a long time.
Yeah, it is a long time. It's unusual. Unfortunately, it's very unusual. So, I have continued to do my job the best possible way. And again, football matches are the most important thing, and you have to win many of those to keep your job.
In terms of that, then, how important is the League Cup? I mean, you've not won it as a manager.
Mm-hmm.
You're at a city where Pep won it all the time and clearly saw it as being important, despite the fact that many people think it's the trophy that is the least important.
Yeah, well, it's important because it keeps everybody alive. You maintain the winning habit, which is really, really important. And you show that you care about every competition regardless of where you play. So you have to compete for every match. You are in or you are out. The margins are so small, and tomorrow we're going to face a really tough opponent.
And whilst it would be lovely if you were to sit here and roll off your team, which I'm sure you're not going to do, how much of tomorrow is going to be about giving players and the experienced players who haven't had a lot of game time, and maybe some other young players, like we've seen Lewis Skelly and Ranieri come through, giving them a little bit more of a taste of what the first team is about, because that's important for them as well.
Yeah, it is important. There are players, obviously, they haven't played that much, and they will have their chance tomorrow, that's for sure. But you have to earn the right to play, and when you have that right, you have to perform, and you have to perform in a way to impact the team to win the game. And that's what we're going to demand to anybody, whether you are young, you are an experienced player, or you've been playing regularly for us. Thank you.
Simon, you can stand.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
First, on a different note, we saw you and a few of the squad, which is very suited and booted last night. What was that in aid of?